Welcome everyone back to your wrestling discussion, and today I'm focusing on Nick Aldis. So about a week or so ago, Nick Aldis was a not even a week or so ago. At the beginning of the year, it was known the fact that Nick Aldis was going to be a free agent. And when he been a free agent, I thought it was a perfect time for him to switch over to either AEW or WWE. Preferably for me, WWE, because I feel like what everything he's done in NWA, especially being a world champion for X amount of days, I felt like that was more than enough to put him on that level as a world heavyweight champion. And not only that, but for me personally, I wanted Nick Aldis to come to the WWE and be one of the guys that goes through Roman Reigns to take the title off of him, one of the main threats to Roman Reigns. He wasn't the only one on that list. Other people I had on that list was, of course, Cody Rhodes, of course, Nick Aldis. It would have been Jay Lethal was also on that list. Keith Lee was also on that list, but we'll talk about those people a little later. So I was hoping that WWE would slap onto that, having Cody Rhodes running back Nick Aldis versus Cody Rhodes on a WWE pay-per-view. WWE in general would have been epic to watch. And of course, AEW's thought process did come up too in my head a little bit, but not too much. And the reason why, because I felt like I have this issues with AEW's world title scene. I feel like there's not enough people up there, but I also feel like they don't have certain people at certain spots up there, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But if not, it's okay. It's okay. New Japan never crossed my mind, I felt like he would get lost in the shuffle in New Japan, quite honestly. So, and then Impact Wrestling was just not on my list at all. So I said, he's done that already. He's done that already. But, as you know, he did make his return back to Impact Wrestling. If you do not know, he wrestled Impact Wrestling under the name of Magnus. That was back in 2013 or so. I'm pretty sure he was part of the British Invasion, if I'm not mistaken. That was the name of their little staple he had going on there. And he really didn't, during that time period, I really didn't see him as anything important, right? I think a lot of us saw that too. And then once he left TNA, because I feel like TNA didn't use him right after a while too, he went to the National Wrestling Alliance, which is NWA, went there, win the World Heavyweight Championship, and become the second British born wrestler to hold that championship. And then he just made a name himself in the NWA. I feel like his presence alone in the NWA had catapulted them to a higher standings than they have been in past years. So I was really excited to see how he would have done after that. Of course, he had the whole controversial of them suspending him, even though he told them he wasn't coming back. All that blah blah drama crap. It's ridiculous, quite honestly. If I'm being honest, it was just ridiculous. I'm like, what are we doing here, people? What are we doing here? So now that he's back in Impact Wrestling, I mean, they got a steal. I think they got a big steal. I think WWE and AEW missed out majorly on signing him. I feel like he's became a 10 times better wrestler than he was in the past. I feel like I think he's in a better mindset as a wrestler. He looks like a world champion. He talks like it. He acts like it. I feel like his time away from those big promotions like that, went to NWA and reestablished himself, I feel like that has allowed him to truly become one of the best wrestlers in the world, especially for the world title scenes that I think a lot of people should be taking the notes for. So now that he's back in now he's back in Impact Wrestling. What do I expect? I think he came in and he stopped. Oh, what's the new Impact World Champion name? I forgot the new Impact World Champion name already. But pretty much he confronted him, and pretty much he's coming back as a babyface. As of now, we're gonna say he's a babyface. We don't know exactly is he gonna be truly a babyface moving forward or not. But he comes in. He's gonna be that. Mickey James is there too, so it makes sense. Quite honestly, it makes sense for him. They're supposed to be having nope. So he's gonna start off a new rivalry, jump into this feud with the new Impact World Champion. I don't think Impact's gonna have him take the title off of him so quickly, but I wouldn't be surprised thanks to their history. They've done stuff like that before. I don't think they will, and I mean that's a big pickup for Impact. I wish Impact was back on the same height they used to be back in the early 2000s. I wish that would, but they simply, as you could tell after all the stuff, it's just simply not it. But hey, shout out to Nick Aldis for going to Impact Wrestling. Shout out to Impact Wrestling fans. They signed a great one, in my personal opinion. But let me know down in the comments section what y'all think about Nick Aldis going to Impact Wrestling. Was you surprised? Are you shocked? Are you upset? Etc. 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 Hit that subscribe button. Got more videos coming every single time. Let's get it.